All right, we're letting Lonnie in. We'll be going live in a few minutes. So let's check this out. Good morning, Sideways. You're Sideways man in Arizona. I like that. Actually, that's a good character. Go back to Sideways. You're Sideways man in Arizona. You ready to roll? Go live?
I heard I heard zero anything you said because it was taking a moment to kick in and then said, this man is recording. So I'm like, okay.
Well, you're in Arizona and we're ready to go live. You want to hit this? You ready to roll?
We are. Let's go ahead. Let's do that. Ready?
Okay, I hit the button, so it should be going live in a minute. We're almost ready. You look great in Arizona. I love it.
Oh, there we go.
We are live.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning to the LB hour. This is the L. I'm the L. He's the B. Apparently, he's Gilligan today, and I am Mr. Arizonian. So there we go.
You're Mr. Howell.
I'm Mr. Howell. Well, today I am. Yeah, I'm feeling a little broken today. Man. I took a trip down here to Arizona for a family member's graduation, and unfortunately, it was like the plane changed where they were going to land and pick up, and then all of the luggage got changed around. You know, just a fun trip. But the problem with that is I can't walk very well, so I was going from one end of the airport to the other, and trying to, before my body's broken apparently now. So, that's okay. I'll take a day or two to heal. No big deal. But how are you doing back in the old Washington State? Yeah. It was 99.
Yeah, I'm going to do a little work today on Chilligan's, which is called Chilligan's Island. It's a cabana in the backyard. But I actually woke up with a song in my head and couldn't shake it. So then I started thinking of other things, and I came up with some stuff about was Ginger inappropriate, and was it a Me Too moment? The way she used to pursue him every day.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I think it's and as far as the meat, you're probably right, Brian. I mean, actually, I'm certain you are, because she was all about, what could I get for the dollar for looking good. But each person is their own individual person, I think.
Yeah.
So
I was just kidding about that. We're not going to go back and try to cancel Ginger.
No, I like Ginger. Although I will tell you, between the two of them, Marianne had my heart. So.
Oh.
Yeah, big time. She was I thought she was prettier. I love the black eyes, or the black hair, the dark brown eyes. Yeah, she was a pretty woman. But nothing's wrong with redheads at all. But the brown eyes got me, I think.
Well, Ginger had a Marilyn Monroe quality, and I liked the whole starlet thing. So I was a Ginger person, but a lot of people like Marianne. I liked her. I just thought Ginger was, I was a kid, so Ginger was like the superstar.
Now I'm more like into Mrs. Howell, I think. Buy myself a little sugar mama, somebody who's rich, who can take care of me for a while.
Well, she was a cool character because she wasn't on a lot. She didn't talk a lot, but she was important.
Mrs. Howell?
Yeah, she wasn't in a lot of the scenes. She was in the scenes, but she wasn't the focus.
Yeah. It's 7 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock now.
Well, we were on early.
Oh, well, that's good, because by the way, this is a hot cup of coffee, which is one of those things you don't find in Arizona. I had to pick up a couple of these Nespressos or whatever they are.
Well, that's a beautiful backdrop, man. That's the way to go. It's getting nice here too, so you should start zooming outside, because that is just beautiful.
Well, good. I'm glad I just turned some stuff around. I can give you a little 2-second tour of the.
Well, it looked like you had rockets. Looked like you had 2 rockets behind you, like Elon Musk or something. What is that thing?
Elon lives behind you. I'm in the prison, actually. This is the Arizona prison.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is the lavish lifestyle, apparently, that I'm going to become accustomed to. Wow. Kidding about that, but for the next couple of days.
Pool in your yard.
I thought about it if I would have money and time, but the fact is that I have a hard enough time with that. I do have a hot tub because I can't afford to do a massage all the time. so a hot tub. But even then, paying the extra money a month to take care of it, maintain it, and fix it when it leaks, it's kind of spendy. It's hard to do, you know. I mean, I'm never going to turn it off because my body needs it, unfortunately. But
they're great, man. I think they're great therapy. You're immersing. It's immersion therapy.
yeah, this year that's going to be immersion therapy when it gets hot enough today. And I say hot enough today, it's hot enough right now. I mean, it's not hot. It's just warm. It's not, you know, I feel great. It's cold though, comparatively. I don't know what the temperature is right now in Phoenix here, but actually I'm in Gilbert.
Oh, you're in Gilbert.
I'm going through the changes. Apparently my voice is changing, but I'm in Gilbert, which is near Arizona, near Phoenix. But it was 99 yesterday here.
Oh,
so
wow.
Yeah.
That's got to tire you a bit because you're not used to it.
Oh, it beat me pretty good yesterday. I mind you, the benefit of this place, every place here has air conditioning, so that's good. But
oh yeah,
we got to go to a baseball game. That's the coolest part about Arizona is they play baseball all year round. I mean, I'm not like a huge baseball fan, but it's cool that they can do it. The kids can play all year round. You know?
What game did you go to?
My friend's son. He's a junior in high school, and maybe a senior now, actually. But it's just over at the.
Is he the one that's graduating?
Nope, he's already done. I mean, his younger son is the one that's played baseball yesterday.
Well, that's cool. What school? Yeah. Gilbert High School?
It's the Hawks. I think it's I'm not quite certain.
Well, the Hawks, that's good. Did they have cool uniforms? What were the uniforms?
Well, the black with green, and my friend had actually been the one to fix the board, the scoreboard with he painted actually words Hawks all over the.
Wow,
it was cool. He's my friend here is a contractor, so he can do whatever he wants, and fortunately, that means that he gets to work till 2 o'clock in the morning or 1 o'clock in the morning sometimes. So, but it's so hot during the day you can't work.
You got to work when it's a little cooler. That's a smart move. Yeah, I remember guys doing that really early. You know, they'd start at 2 or something.
Yeah. Well, then they just go off during the day and go do what they want to do. You know, it's
black uniforms have to be hot as heck.
Oh, you should have seen the catcher. Oh my gosh.
Oh god.
There's 2 of them, mind you, but one of them I can see he was visibly. He pulled up his helmet and he just had sweat just drenching down. I'm like, and there people are used to it, but.
Yeah, but catchers are tough anyway, and if you know what I mean, catchers are a tough breed.
Yeah,
it's a hard job.
Yeah, his son's a catcher too, so it's like
well, that's the only position that's grueling, you know, in baseball. The only position. It's not. It's not grueling to be a center fielder. It's hard, and you have to have skill, but it's not grueling. You're standing there waiting for action.
Actually, so we'll talk about this, but
pitcher might be grueling.
Since I know he's not here at the moment, his other son, the one that graduated yesterday, is a pitcher. He's got a phenomenal record on everything, and he was, offered to go to different colleges and so forth. And right now, he's decided to go to Arizona State because of following some girl and possibly not doing baseball anymore. It's like, but he's been amazing his whole life. So, maybe he doesn't want to do it anymore. But here's the deal: I'm going to actually ask him to come live with me in Longview, and offer him a place to stay. So he goes to LCC, which has one of the best baseball teams that are best baseball programs they have.
Oh yeah, and then we have the Black Bears too, and he could play semi-pro.
Yep.
Yeah, if he'd give it a year and see. He may not want to, because if you want to make it, you got to really want it. But that'd be a good way to test it.
Yeah, if he doesn't want to do it, he doesn't want to do it. But I think in particular, it's just the fact that he's in love. You know, he's got some girl in his head, so which is fine.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, you have the opportunities. I mean, he could go to college right now free and have a place, room and board free away from his parents. And I mean, I'm kind of a jerk, but I think I could probably handle having a young guy live with me while he goes to college. You know,
Well,
my
I have a cautionary tale here.
Sure.
There's a thing. It's a real thing. Pitchers from hot climates come to the Northwest and end up with severe arm injuries. It's common. It's not made up.
Because they don't warm up.
And they're here and it's cold and drizzly and they're throwing as hard as they can. There's a phenomenon. It happened to a couple that came to the Mariners.
I believe it.
Getting in this cold climate all the time, and it wasn't good. But
yeah, well, I can believe that.
It's too bad he doesn't do 1 year at Arizona State. That's a pretty darn good thing, man. Arizona
State. Might. I mean, that's what he plans on doing. He's going to Arizona. But it doesn't. He doesn't want to play ball for him. I'm like, what? You know, maybe he will. I don't know. He's an awesome pitcher, and the other son is an awesome catcher. They've had a good repertoire with each other their whole life, so they know what they're doing. You know, I'm gonna throw it out there and offer it to him. You never know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe because I think that sometimes we get focused on a person, individual, like a girl, and sometimes we need to in life, I guess. But
are they dating now?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yes.
You're gonna have a tough time. You'd have to break up the relationship. I
don't want to do that.
If you want to do that,
I don't want to do that.
I was told yesterday not to manipulate situations by a therapist. I'll admit, and I think you shouldn't try to do that because, you could offer it to him, but
that's it. I was going to offer it to him
because it's on him. If they're together, that's affecting two people.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm not sure how the relationship is at the moment. I'm gonna find out. I barely saw him yesterday. He was going to school to go have their last day. At their last day, of course, what they did to celebrate was, besides apparently half the seniors skipped and stuff like they normally would, but they're on the second floor of their gym, and everybody in their class, in their school actually, threw all of their papers they've ever gone. You know, it's like everybody dumped out a piece of a garbage can. It was horrible. It was great, but I mean, videotaped. It was like just everybody's boom. It's every paper they've ever had in school.
That's awesome.
It was throw it in the air. Yep, right in the garage.
Confetti.
Yep, it was in the gym, and it was just like
that's good.
Yeah, and put somebody to work for a while, but the kids deserve it. I think, anyways, you need to do something. When you were in school, what was your thing you remember finishing school with? What was your celebratory thing?
Oh, it was highly inappropriate, but we went up to Mount Brennan at 7 a.m. and drank beer at a bonfire, and then we went to school, and Brian Johnson had a beer while he was driving in the parking lot and was trying to turn the wheel, and it flipped the beer, and I got beer all over me, and I had to run from the vice principal the whole day. Couldn't go to any classes.
Nice. Brian Johnson, gentlemen and ladies, is the person who's no longer with us. And that's actually a fictitious name, just in case it's being.
No, he's okay. He's okay with me telling that story. Statute of limitations are over on whatever that was. That wasn't much of a crime.
No. We didn't do the crimes. I don't recall, but I'm sure we just stuff. But I know that every year as a kid in grade school and middle school, every year we had shaving cream wars. I mean, after the last day of school, boom, you ran out and found where you hid your cans of shaving cream, and everybody in the school got just totally coated in shaving cream. Then when I got to high school, they stopped it. It sucked. Because my dad would literally, one time in particular, he came in town and back in his car, he pulled up I had 10 cans of shaving cream and just went at it. It was crazy.
Wow.
It's fun stuff. Yeah.
Well, I learned a lot from that whole experience, though, because once you get a whole beer spilled on you, it's visible to the vice principal. He smells it, and then he was a family friend, and I had to run from him. And at the end of the day, we did a salute.
You and him?
Yeah, because he knew me from church. He taught me everything, and he's like, like he basically saying, "You escaped, good one." Good
Yeah.
work, even though he wanted to get me, but he didn't really want to punish me. It would have been bad. I wouldn't have been able to graduate. So I couldn't go to any classes. It was hilarious. It was almost like a bad sitcom and me running around Jack Tripper type stuff. I would see him and I'd have to go the other way. I'd knock people's trays over and stuff. It was probably one of the most fun days ever.
I bet.
Oh, and the guy that was with me, the third guy, I won't say his name, but he got some on him. He went in with a beer, got nailed, and couldn't do the ceremony.
My senior year, the last day, I had something similar, but it wasn't. What we did was, I think smelling like beer all the time would be a very bad thing in school, and you're lucky to get in trouble.
Every teacher that saw me smelled it, and I had to keep moving. It was bad.
Yeah, I did so my last day, my senior year wasn't quite like that bad, but just because we're seniors and my sister had just graduated, my sister had just gotten married like a couple weeks prior, and so we had a couple bottles of champagne ready, and my friend Pete, and
Which
Zach,
one? The one that you're with?
No,
The
Pete Madden in Longview. Anyways, sorry, name.
It's okay. It's okay.
Anyways, so but Pete and Zach, my other friend Zachary Taylor, previous president. I won't say names.
Yeah, I love
Anyways,
that name.
Anyway, it was like, oh, last day of school, we're gonna go there pretty crocked, like you tried right there, and so we had like 3 bottles of champagne, and Zach had a very large bedroom at the time, and it's like 7 o'clock in the morning, and we all went to pop our bottle of champagne, and mine shot.
Wow.
Mine shot right here.
Oh,
hit me right here and cut my eyebrow, like 2 or 3 lines in my eyebrow, and just gush blood. I mean, because I'm an idiot. That's how. And I fell backwards, hit the ground, and the bottle fell down. And Peter, of course, picked up the bottle and started drinking it. But I was like, just go to school. I had blood on my face.
Well, you must have smelled like booze in your breath.
Oh, I'm sure too, but it wasn't. It was so much commotion. I didn't drink that much, obviously, at all, because I did
have an injury.
Yeah, because my eyebrow was literally like vanilla ice. I had these lines in my eyebrow. It was crazy.
Well, they taught us to always point it at somebody else, not your own face. Yeah, it was.
Well, I was like, turned it, and I'm like, we're gonna be so cool. Go to school with champagne on our breath, Yeah,
That's a weird coincidence. Very similar experiences.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Great minds think alike. We were both consuming alcohol at 7 a.m. I mean, I'd never done it before. Had you ever done that before?
No. I would never.
I don't know if I've done it since. Maybe in Vegas, but
that's crazy. I'm thinking. Yeah, only in the places that where there's no time. Actually, it's weird that here in Arizona, it's so warm that literally people are like, and we were going to a bar yesterday for breakfast, and it was like, I didn't even realize what time it was, because I was up pretty early yesterday. We got like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and by the time I got here, which was a little bit of a hassle, the trip was, but either way, when I finally got here, and thank you for the ride, by the way.
No problem.
But yeah, when I got there, it was like people were like, hey, let's go have a beer. I'm like, I didn't even think what time it was, but it had to be 10 o'clock in the morning. And people were just they have beer for breakfast. It's like it's like water here. I mean, I don't know. I was quite. I mean, it doesn't shock me at all anymore. But I've been here and people drink beer like water.
Yeah. Well, I also want to
And
thank you. You gave me a Starbucks gift card. You meant it to be 20. The gal hit an extra zero, so it was 200. So I'm going to have a good time. No, just kidding. That could happen. Always check your receipts because that could happen.
yeah, because I didn't get a receipt. I don't think,
You might have opted out.
Yeah, I don't
Now you're
remember,
going to
but
be thinking about that, but I was just
no,
joking.
I know. That's good though. That's so cool.
I need
Yeah,
that palm tree
yeah.
behind you, though. That'd be perfect in Chilligans, right outside Chilligans. That palm tree. Can you bring it
Well,
back? Not that
I
one.
can,
Look at that. Oh my God. Oh, wow.
yeah. So,
Wow.
a friend of mine right down the street from me, a friend who lives nearby you, she has some banana trees in front of her house, and they grow like wildfire. I mean, they are. If you, she said she could actually separate them and give me one or two of them or whatever. But if you actually want some, that's what you want. You want the banana trees. They literally. I've been talking to her probably a month or two about them when she first showed me the picture, and within a month, that things are like 10 feet tall or 8 feet tall, probably 6 feet
Wow.
tall. I mean, every week they grow, and so it's pretty cool. And you know where she lives, correct?
You've shown me. That brings up I have a policy, though, for her and anybody else that lives in the neighborhood. No drop ins. People like, oh, he lives down the street. I'm not a drop in guy. I'm a hermit. So just keep that word out to everybody you know.
Yeah. No. I mean, yeah, definitely not polite dropping to somebody you don't know, but
I grew up, though, in the old days, the door was unlocked. So people would knock and
always.
they'd drop in. No, people would
Yeah.
drop in the old days, but we didn't even lock our doors.
Nope. I used to love. I mean, every weekend we would go to family members' house and friends' house. We'd knock on the door. Come on in. And they were always expecting somebody because, you just go on in and there's coffee and there's donuts or there's whatever they have.
Yeah, we'd
Just,
have company. They'd say that we're having
yep.
company. Yeah, like a
Yep.
whole family would come from down this road. They'd come up a mile up the road and bring all their
Yeah.
5, 6 kids, and we'd have
Yep.
party. Kids would party, and the parents would sit and chat.
Yeah. I love that. I love company. That's why I've grown up the same way. And that's something I dearly miss, and a while back, I went to drop somebody a coffee off somebody, and they obviously didn't expect to have company. People aren't used to that kind of stuff. I'm like, I mean, my house, you're familiar with my house. I mean, people don't usually surprise me like that, but I mean, nowadays, if somebody knocks on your door, you expect it to be UPS or FedEx
or the
Prime
Jehovah Witness, or even something like that.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day,
I'll chat with them, though. I don't have them in the house, but I'll chat with the Jehovah Witnesses or Scientologists. They come over quite often.
Well, I think also, and I'm not trying to be racist here.
Never.
I mean sexist. I meant sexist.
Oh,
but
well, still,
a lot of times back in the day, you had the wife at home, one spouse at home, and one but at work, and so that spouse was often just being the homemaker. So you had this house that was always ready for. It was always ready for a company. You know what I mean? They had the house always ready for company, and now it's like, well, if you don't have the house ready for company at all times,
Well, people are busy too nowadays. Seems like
yeah,
busy doing some project, or they may not be ready to see people. So the drop in is no longer a thing for me, but some people still do it.
Yeah.
Try not to do it. I try not to do it unless I want to surprise a person. Like I gotta.
Yeah, but let's say if you're at Lowe's and you're in that area, you might as well swing by and see what they're up to. Like for me, that's because we're close friends, so you can do that. I mean, I'll do it. I mean, we're close friends. You can do that too. I think still.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah. I wouldn't have a problem dropping off at your house or somebody else's house. Just knock, see what you're doing. See, hey, what I hate not seeing people face to face a lot of the time. So that's why even though I'm ugly, I would like to make a phone call, make a video call if possible, and see how things are going versus texting.
Yeah, I like somebody to get a hold of me if they want to come over. So I,
Mm.
if somebody came in from out of town wanted to surprise me, it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Al Taylor might do it, but he likes to know I'm going to be there because a lot of people don't like to come into town and not know you're going to be there.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Well, I like to surprise people, but apparently, not everybody likes to be surprised. It's a definite personality trait. Not everybody appreciates anymore. So,
Yeah.
oh, well.
Oh, back to the very beginning. I did wake up with a song in my head. You ever do that? You just can't get rid of it.
Sure. What song was it?
Well, you got 30 seconds.
Of course. Yeah, I've
Okay,
got
let me give it a
freezing
shot. I'm working
30
on my
minutes.
singing. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer true. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage. I can't afford a carriage, but you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two. There you go. Fifth grade.
Hey,
Fifth grade.
fifth grade, you wrote that or what?
No, no, no. I'd be sitting in a tropical paradise if I wrote that song.
Really?
Yeah, it was famous for years. It's a way old classic. And it's such a jaunty song. And you imagine them on the bicycle bill for two. That was very romantic back in the way back.
Oh, I got something. Anyways, I think that's romantic still. I
It's
mean, you
beautiful. You
don't
look
see it.
sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two. The problem is usually if people can't afford a carriage and they're in a bicycle built for two, their lives aren't that good and they end up divorcing. But that's okay. We don't
No, I
care.
think that's wrong. I think the bicycle meant for two um, will help you build that relationship
Oh, I love that.
stronger.
Good attitude. Very good to turn that around. I like that.
Well, yeah, because the carriage is everything's handed for you,
That was
and
good.
having the bike would be something you'd be working with together.
Like they made it
You're
even,
you're a
they put it
team.
together and got the basket and everything they needed. Yeah, that's actually a great attitude.
Yeah, no, I mean, I prefer, a lot of things are handed to us nowadays.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Well, that's the
I
kind of
reckon,
thinking that you get from this guy. You already have it. That's awesome.
yeah, the
Brendan
motivational
Burchard,
manifest.
the
Yeah, that's a
Motivation
good book.
Manifesto.
I have not. I should have brought it with me on the plane because, um, it's a great book. But on the plane I didn't bring any headphones, and I should have. And let's see, what else did I do? I didn't. Well, I didn't pack a couple different things I needed to, like toothbrush, and I got one here now. But on the plane, it was, I was in the window seat, which was great, very cool. But I had one lady next to me here who was probably, and it's funny because you like to give people names, kind of like she was either a CPA or a I would say a manager of her own business probably. And the one next to her was a retired uh, pediatrician, and then across the aisle was this little gal who was about 70. She was very attractive, very slim, very. Her hair was very like Cupid all. She was a doctor, um, and those two just talked and talked and talked and talked. They were best friends in college. They had their roommates in college back in like when they knew each other since they were 18 years old, and they just talked, and then a guy came up from the back of the plane, walked up front, and he was like very tall, very debonair. Oh, and they talked about going to Paris and how they're all families knew each other and very affluent families. And then a young boy came up who was going to medical school. He sat in front of us. Other than that, the seats behind me were full, but the ones in front were not. And it was just kind of like I knew everything about their stories, but the gal next to me was kind of like she's like looked at me and she's like, oh my gosh, we all have masks on, by the way, most of the time. And so I was like, she's like, oh my gosh. I go, that's okay. And I said, some people just get nervous being on planes and they talk, I said, so that's how I try to make everything kind of like, I try to figure things out in my life, why people do the certain things they do.
Well,
And
I hate to belabor the point, but your approach to that song is incredible because that really got me thinking. No, it's a good thing. They
yeah,
may be poor right now, but the two of them together can build a life. That's almost goosebump. Well, that is goosebump level. That's good
oh, good. Yeah,
because I get a
I,
little cynical at times.
yeah, and I'm always up.
I like
You
it.
know,
I like it. Well, that's good. That's why we're gonna be as good as Martin and Lewis. It's just gonna take a while because we're the direct opposite on a lot of things, and that's good.
well,
That whole oppositeness of Martin and Lewis, they're opposite in every way, pretty much
well,
entertainment wise, and
yeah.
thoughts.
Well, neither one of us can sing, and I can trip, I can fall, like Martin or Jerry Lewis, and I can be debonair, and you can be. We have the exact same thing.
I think what we are is like a split personality, Martin and Lewis, where we both can be debonair and we both can be silly. So that might be good. And neither one of
Yeah.
us can sing right now, but you will get it back and I will finally learn it. I will learn how to sing because we were talking the other day, 7th grade, the choir teacher said, wow, could you sing it again and actually use notes? And then I tried it and he said, go to that wrestling stuff. Go, hug those other boys or whatever, because he didn't like wrestling. He's like, get out of here. So I had a complex about singing. Now I thought, well, I suck now, but I could get better because I've had people go, that wasn't that bad. See, that's an improvement.
Well, see, I know, but I think that you could do fine. I mean, this just your style of singing could be great, and like where you like not saying that Bob Dylan is a he's an amazing writer, and his voice is just different. So people
Yeah.
would think that why is he talk like this a little bit, but he found his niche. I mean, Johnny
Yeah.
Cash, my grandfather used to call Johnny Cash. My grandfather called Johnny Cash the one-tone wonder.
Yeah.
And I'm going, what do you mean, Grandpa? Well, yeah, he's right. He's got that dum 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 dum.
Yeah, but
That
he's got
one.
a feeling coming from the soul that.
Oh yeah, I love Johnny Cash. I
Same
mean,
with
I'm a
Dylan.
huge Johnny Cash fan.
Coming from his soul. It's like my favorite singer songwriter is Springsteen, and sometimes I'm.
And he doesn't have a great voice either.
No, and there's times where he doesn't even try to have a good voice. He tries to just get the feeling of the song, and you're blown away. Yeah. So maybe I was just trying to find the notes when in reality I just got to sing what I feel, and then because honesty in singing is the key. That's what they always say on Idol or The Voice. Hey, you were very original because you were you, and that's what some of the great singers, they were you.
Yep, I was when I sang. My ability, the reason why I did so well for so long is I was able to copycat voices, and I could sing well because I could just I could mimic whoever it was. It was a Pearl Jam song. I could sound like kind of, I think, at least.
Yeah. No, there's times you sound a lot like the real song.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now the movement is an approach with musicians and karaoke singers too to sing it their own way, like these cover tunes.
Really are.
We got to give a recommendation to this group called Walk Off the Earth, and they're a group that and the other one you like, Postmodern Jukebox.
Yeah, Postmodern Jukebox.
They take great songs, but they make them almost like originals because they do them totally so differently.
Unique.
Yeah.
Walk Off the Earth and Postmodern Jukebox, they are great. I mean, they're
mind-boggling.
They take an amazing song and then make it new. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like it's an all new song.
And very respectful to the original, and a lot of the original artists love those. Postmodern Jukebox and the Walk Off the Earth. McCartney gave a thumbs up. Paul McCartney gave a thumbs up.
That's awesome. And I'll give you one more. Pentatonics.
Now, what is their story?
They are the same ones. Not the same ones. They're the same type of music, though, and not same type at all, actually.
But they turn it into something new.
Take a song and rejuvenate it. Well, it's like there's one called Something First in the Gimme Gimmes. What's it called? Anyways, the Something First in the Gimme Gimmes is they do that with songs and stuff and redo it, and put their own spin on it, and it's great. That's another. I forgot about that one. That's actually one of my first ones I can recall doing like that. Me first, and then gimme, I think it's called.
Oh, wow.
Should look into it, but
Yeah.
either way, they take an old song and rejuvenate it. And it's great. I like that. I mean, it's not like taking a movie because you're not really ruining a movie. I mean, you can ruin a movie easily by trying to remake it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But you can take a song and make it your own and make it sound spectacular. You know?
Well,
Because
the Johnson boys, the brothers, the three of them, they came over, I think it was before the pandemic, and brought one of the sons. And so there were 3 or 4 of them. And we were doing karaoke because when they come over, we always do karaoke. And
sure.
I did a Johnny Cash and did it a little different. And one of them that's not a big complimenter, he was like really complimenting me for it because it
What
was all,
song did you do?
it was all feeling. Big River. He said it felt
Hey,
like
big.
an old riverboat guy. He said I sounded like an old riverboat guy. That's a pretty good compliment. He liked it. Like
Oh,
I
good to
was an
see.
old riverboat dude.
Did you hear that screech a moment ago? I mean, it was a really, very weird, unique screech. These 2 blackbirds right there.
Wow.
They this other one right here, and they literally just hollered in like an
Yeah.
African jungle. It is
Like they're actually. Whoa.
it was weird.
I
It
thought
was
it
cool.
got you there. It looked like it got you. And suddenly you're off the screen.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No,
So
it was,
back to the song though. That was Big River by Johnny Cash. That's a great song.
yeah, and you can
Oh,
actually
you Big River. I got really low.
yeah,
They
and
said
you
I
see
seemed like I was coming from like I had actually been a riverboat guy.
yeah.
That's a good compliment.
Well, Johnny Cash, if you can follow some of the, you can actually say all the lyrics in some of the songs, no matter how you yeah, there you go. That's a Johnny Cash guitar right there. The man with the black guitar, yes. But if you can follow the words with some, if you can say it like a Big River, if you can just speak it sometimes because he starts getting fast and stuff. You can even say it. It sounds great. You know what I mean? Like once one piece at a time. He does such fast songs.
Oh, that's a good one.
One piece at a time, and then also what's the other ones he does? Something like that he does. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. You can even say the words to keep up with that. You know, I've been everywhere. Oh,
the hardest song for me, Johnny Cash, to do is Get Rhythm. When you get the blues, it gets so fast, I get tired and I get a headache, and it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard to do. It's a hard song to do. You got to read that thing over and over and over and over. So
my son Carson did karaoke. I was, and he did that song, and it was awesome. He kept up. I was like, wow, this guy actually can do that one, because that song I'm not there yet. I have to work on that song.
When I started doing karaoke when I was 21 or whatever there, or however old I was, I don't know. I was probably a little old. That's around 21. Anyways, I was embarrassed because, and I could sing, but I was just never did the karaoke before, so I had to start practicing, and I practiced because I could hit the notes. I could, so then I said, I thought in my head, well, what can I hit? Something that doesn't need to be hit. So what I mean by that is somebody like Hank Williams, where he whines his songs. If he whines, I can whine. I can't. That way you never off the note. You know what I mean? There's no note to be hit, and it's just kind of like,
yeah, and whining is coming from the heart and soul because it's feelings. So you get into that whining. That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a weird story. I lived in LA from 86 to 90, and I used to go to it was called Dimples. It was the first karaoke bar ever, and it had a picture of every movie star ever, and the guy was like, Sal, he's, how you doing? I'll set you up with a table. I never sang. I was too shy. Never sang 4 years. And I was in the karaoke capital of the world, the first one in America.
That's awesome. I'd love to go there. That'd be great.
I saw this guy. He was a famous actor, and he was John Wayne's cook in the Cowboys. It was the movie where he got killed, where John Wayne got killed by Bruce Dern. He was the cook, and he was this fancy guy. I can't remember his name now, but everybody knew him. And I went over and talked to him for an hour. He talked to me for an hour. because I said, "Hey, I loved you in the Cowboys," and he was a pretty famous guy. Everybody knew who he was there, and he just started talking to me and telling me stories. It was amazing.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Dimples just closed
Dimples.
down. It was the first one ever. It was big time.
Well, I can't remember where it was. I think first one in karaoke was at probably the Triangle Tavern. Actually, it
Yeah,
was called the Try at the time, the TRY, and then and maybe I think so, and then, but in the song,
TRI maybe. Didn't they do the
yeah,
TRI?
TRI, yeah,
The
and then
try.
there was a place out there called Boondocks, I think it was, that had some karaoke, and
Yeah.
it was like I said, the songs I remember being able to sing just because I was a huge fan, and it was like "Goodbye Joe, me gotta go, me oh my oh," because he's like, just the way that, here he come from the road down the bayou, it's like
Oh yeah, yeah.
K1, biggest one, me oh my oh, yeah. So it's like that song, and then also like Collage.
Okay, that's a great one.
Yeah, and those songs in particular, because he whines so much, as long as you're just blasting it out there, it's not bad. You know what I mean? It's like you hit these weird little, they said they're just off notes. But yeah, that's a good way to do that. And I think that um, I'm not sure what else, but anybody who
Well,
whines
another
like
one
that,
is 1814 took a little trip. It's a fun
yep,
song, so the
yep, you,
notes don't matter as much.
yeah, you're just saying the words. 1814. If you can say the words, people will sing along with you. It's like, another one that if you want to get the crowd involved, um, which is even if you're a bad singer, you sing like Caroline, Sweet Caroline, bum bum bum. Everybody in the world is singing with you already, so they're not going to, the notes are handed to you in that one. It's like
Oh yeah,
sweet bum 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 ba bum 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 bum, and everybody in the
that's
world's
true.
like,
It's very helpful. It's the song actually does some work for you.
yeah, it does. And I found that one of the first ones to start singing, where people would just, everybody had fun, they sang along with it. So that's what, when I was in karaoke, that's I would sing. You're sharing something.
I had to pop this up. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But
No, you're
this
okay.
guy, Roscoe Lee Brown, but he was a very fancy guy. He was in the Jeffersons and a bunch of other shows.
Oh, I
Roscoe Lee,
yeah.
remember him? He is a very
Yeah.
classy, debonair man, and he talks so well. I said, "You're the most well-spoken person I've ever met." And we were talking for like an hour. It was amazing. And I said,
Was he
"Why
was
don't
he the
you
butler
see?"
for
Yeah,
butler
well,
for
no, he wasn't the butler
Fresh
in
Prince?
Fresh Prince. No, no, he's a little older. Roscoe Lee Brown. You got to watch John Wayne and the Cowboys. It's where these kids take over the cattle drive because John Wayne gets killed. But this guy was amazing. But it was funny because I wasn't singing. I said, I'm just too shy. And I said, why don't you sing? People would love you. You're famous. And he said, it's not my show.
Shoot.
This is not my show. And I went,
As in,
wow.
like, he just wasn't into it, or
No, it's the people, the regular folks. It's their
oh,
show. I'm Roscoe Lee Brown. I'm a movie star. People knew him. Everybody knew him. It's not my show.
yeah, that's cool.
I loved it. I said, that's good. Bought
They
him a
sure to
drink.
watch.
I bought him a drink. That was one of my best star contact moments where you meet a star. Because at that time he was a star. And in the 70s, he was a real big star because he was in the Cowboys.
Yeah, I've been a couple stars, but they usually burn my hands.
Yeah.
Uh,
I like the ones that aren't the major stars. I like the second level ones, the ones you know from shows and you can talk to them, and because they don't get a lot of, they don't get harassed.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. If I saw Tom Cruise, I wouldn't bug him at all because he gets bugged by everybody.
Yeah, but you have that one shot real quick, and I guarantee you probably take a selfie with Tom Cruise. Why not? It's kind of like
I'd wink at him. I'd wink at him. That's it. Not have any camera or nothing. I might take my phone out and go, nah, put it in my pocket and wink at him. And he'd probably come over and talk to me because I did that, but that's okay. That's not why I'm doing it. Yeah, I just give him a wink because I like that gleam in his eye. That guy's got some intensity. It's almost scary.
ha ha ha. Well, that's his Illuminati little wink. Yeah.
Well, I think to not be bothered by everybody would be good. He likes some attention, I'm sure, but I think he gets it so much. But
Yeah,
trust me,
I would just say thank you, Mr. Cruz. See you later.
yeah,
So I'd say, if I could.
I just
And
do what I do the wink. But if I saw the guy that played Goose, I might chat with him. Remember Goose from Top Gun?
of course,
I might talk to him if I saw him.
Goose is
Hey,
dead, isn't he? Now, speaking of which,
Goose.
top, I think Top Gun Part Deuce is supposed to be out, right? Or was it out?
I
We
don't
watched it.
even know, man. I don't know.
They had to put
I've seen previews for over a year.
same as yeah, with James Bond. What's up with that? What's up with that?
Who's the new guy? Isn't it the new guy, or is it the last one for
The
Daniel
last
Craig?
guy, last one from him.
I don't want for Daniel Craig. He just doesn't like to have to stay in that good a shape. He said it's just so much work physically, and he wants to enjoy life. So,
well, yeah. Well, the difference is I don't think Daniel Craig is doing all his own stunts. I think Tom Cruise does, though.
yeah. Well, Daniel Craig had a good run. He was my least favorite Bond, but that's okay.
Actually,
I said it, and I will stick with it.
no, that's okay. Daniel Craig is he's a great actor. And
Yeah, he's
I
great.
think he may have been my least at first when he first got there. He was my least favorite Bond, but now he's up probably number 3, I think, because I think there's one guy that is
Wow,
Dalton, Dalton. Is there a Dalton that did a?
I like Timothy Dalton better than
Yeah,
Craig, but I didn't like Timothy too much. But I like Pierce
Timothy Dalton.
Brosnan, but I loved Sean Connery and Roger Moore. Those two.
Yeah, Roger Moore was my favorite, and then it was like,
Yeah, he was mine too, actually.
and then Sean Connery. I mean, and Sean Connery made the character, but
Well, Sean Connery was so good, but he was so powerful. I like the other guy a little more debonair. It was because it was kind of that era, but Sean Connery, badass.
Yeah, no. It's funny that we love the best sexist person there was. Roger Moore was, small guy, but he got his way through life with, wink and smile. And
Roger Moore was a big man. He was 6 foot, 6'2".
Was he really?
Yeah, he wore the big suits, had the Cary Grant look, kind of. He wasn't a real action guy, but he was more like, he had debonair. I don't know. I just liked it because he was English. But I love Sean Connery for the action.
Yeah, I loved Roger Moore because I thought that he was a smaller guy. Actually, I didn't know he was that big compared to James or Sean Connery.
Well,
Yeah,
Connery was muscular. Roger Moore wasn't muscular. He was more a little fleshy.
Yeah,
But he wore suits a lot.
Yeah, that's right. I like that.
Yeah, Sean Connery would take off the suit and be swimming. You know what I mean? They'd show the body, but yeah, he was great too. I like Timothy Dalton.
Yeah, I think Sean Connery was actually a little too big for the character at first when they first made it.
Yeah,
I heard before he was like 6'3" and very, very, very hairy and just a tall guy. He was a dark complected. Every woman in the world wanted to be with Sean Connery.
Yeah,
and so therefore every guy had
Pierce Brosnan was okay, but by then I was getting tired of the whole thing anyway. There were so many of them.
Yeah, my character would be more like Dr. Evil, pudgy in the middle and whatever. Yeah.
Now you could be Bond. You got to believe you'll be Bond. It's in the book.
Right.
Chapter 9, believe you're James Bond. It says right here, you must believe you're James Bond. Do not believe that you're Dr. Evil.
So there you go. Well, no, I am Bond, but I look like evil. So there you go. Which is fine. I mean, that's okay. Teach their own. Every girl.
Hey, where you are now is not where you'll be.
Exactly, 100%. No, I have to get back in the gym too. By the way, that's been a big.
No, come over, man. We have medicine balls and we have punching bags and we have weights and we have an angry trainer and we have a guy that does Rocky impersonation. We just got him, Tony. So.
Yeah, I have a lot of that at home. You see my setup I have at home. I've got the pads, I've got the punching bags and stuff. And I think that the mindset, the minority mindset, I've got to get that So the Minority Mindset, by the way, the Minority
What is
Mindset.
that about? I know you watched that, the Minority Mindset.
Minority Mindset is he is an East Indian gentleman, and he I think he's Punjabi, and he does a show called Minority Mindset um, on YouTube, mind you. And he's just a very, very intelligent guy, and he
I've seen his video on. I haven't watched many of them yet, but maybe one with you. But I see his thing on there on the YouTube guide or whatever. He's
just
got
talks
really
about
good topics. Really good topics.
he just knows what's going on in the financial world, and
Well,
if
he
he can,
does stuff like how to avoid the financial crash. What
Yeah.
to buy now to avoid buying during the inflation, things
Yep.
like that.
yep,
And then
yep.
what to do when inflation hits.
Yep. No, there's a lot of videos out there right now. People are making money doing that, and now he's making money doing his video shows. I mean, we're not making any money doing our video shows at all, but you never know. Maybe someday when I can get back in the work field, maybe I'm not sure on that one. I'm gonna keep on trying, but as long as I'm getting better, that's good for me. I'm slowly but surely getting there. You never know.
Well, Paul McCartney said it best. We're getting better all the time.
Dum bum bum.
Better. Yeah, that's a great song because you're Paul. You're saying it's getting better all the time, and I'm John saying can't get much worse. Can't get much worse. So I'm working on my cynicism because you have optimism.
I do have optimism. I always do. Onward and upward, always. You know where that.
Earlier, you told a story. You told a story. You had a guy at your school, a good friend named Zach Taylor, and there was a president named Zachary Taylor.
Yes.
That's pretty good. We had a guy too, and he was a buddy of mine. We had a guy, Millard Fillmore. I hung out with him a lot. He was there in the back seat when we were drinking. So we had a Millard Fillmore. You had a Zachary Taylor. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, that's good. I don't know what is there a president's name, Millard Fillmore? We have one.
Yeah, he was a good buddy of mine. It was Brian Johnson, Paul, and Millard. We were the big four, the Fab Four.
The Fab Four of your future. They were.
Now, that's a good angle. You're really working the angles now. I think you have to do all your future zooms outside because you work your angles and your backgrounds, and this is good.
I'm just trying to think of.
You don't have your daughter telling you what to put on your wall, so there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody wants to tell you what to put on your wall.
Well, that's okay. Mine changes every day, but I think in particular, this is a pretty good background, and I think
that's great. And I like the hint of a coffee cup in the side shot. This is your best work today. You do better work in Arizona. I don't know why.
Hey, what time is it, by the way? What time is it there?
It's 11:30 p.m. No, it's I'd have to check. Let me check. Oh, I got a clock back here. It's 10 to 7. We're going till it's 10 to 8. 10 to 8. It'd be 10 to 9 there, and then we're going till 8, and then we're done.
You're right. It's 10 to 9. 10 to 9 here. It's 10 to night. I thought that
too.
Yeah, because my body is so sore. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, my body feels like, I didn't break something, but I can tell you that it was all, having to try and walk from one end of the airport to the other and then back again. And then, just try and do that. I should have opted out and said, hey, I want a wheelchair. This leg brace.
You're tough.
The leg braces. I'm ready to melt this leg brace off. I need to get rid of it. So.
Well, your body is a wonderland, and you just need some maintenance, a little bit of tinkering. That's what you're working on daily. Treat yourself good.
Yeah.
But challenge yourself. You challenge yourself every day.
Except for normally I do like to eat myself a little better food, but yesterday morning I got here. My friend who knows all these old taco shops inside taco stands, they were like, I said, I'm hungry. I haven't had breakfast yet. I'm like, let's get some breakfast. So we went to this place called Filberto's. And he goes, you like this place? I said, I do. He goes, yeah. He goes, it's been years since I've been here. And he goes, no, you love this place. And I'm like, I don't recall that. So We went to Philberto's, and it was Taco Tuesday, mind you. And it's a little Mexican place. Oh my gosh, their tacos are so good. It was 99-cent tacos. Normally, it's not just street tacos. It's like a big taco with lettuce.
Great name too, Filberto's. I like that.
Yeah, and they were 99 cents, so we each had 3 of them to start.
Wow, 99-cent tacos. Sheesh.
Yeah, and then normally like $3, but it just happens to be on Tuesdays. And then also, we did 3 tacos yesterday from Filberto's, and then we did 3 tacos, or I did 2 more tacos for dinner at Filberto's.
Wow.
Bought a huge pack of them. And then in the middle, we stopped and had wings that some it's called native wings or something like that. I don't know. So it wasn't the best, healthiest day for me, but it was good. You know, it's like, you know.
Well, the day before you left, we went to a place called the Office 842, and I had this. It was a flatbread pizza and had all these great ingredients: chicken and artichokes. It was awesome.
Chicken artichoke. Yeah, was that good for you?
Artichokes and all these vegetables. It was healthy. That's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, no. I mean, I love it when you can make a healthy pizza. That's the bomb. If you can make something, you know. I went to a place in Portland here recently, and when I went there, that I had a vegan pizza. It was really healthy. It was all spinach. I think it was low sauce, or maybe no. I'm sorry. It was high sauce, low cheese, or no cheese, and spinach, and kale. It was kale and olives. I think it was. It was so good. It was just a yummy pizza, and we don't think about that stuff, but yeah. I don't know. It's just we gotta find healthier options for ourselves, you know.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
could you do about 40 seconds of telling the people something important, and I'll be right back. We've got about 8 minutes left, and I just need
no problem. Absolutely. Quick break. So, folks, you know that every day I do questions, and so my questions today actually come from the mind of myself, which is kind of a mind of Mencia type thing. But where have you been? What's the hottest place that you have been? I was here a few years, well, probably about 6 years ago, and I came here and we played golf, and it was 117 degrees while we played golf. And we went out on the lake that day. The next day, it was 112 on the lake, and it was just gorgeous. But how do you survive that stuff? I said 117 degrees. That's like an oven to me. And how does anybody ever survive that? Now, my question for you, Brian, is where's the hottest place you ever been?
Hottest place I've ever been was LA the week I moved home, and it was in 1990 in late June, and it was 118.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's insane.
Took my brother to Disneyland. It was 105, and he started having Vietnam flashbacks because it was so hot. There were submarines. There were submarines, and he could hear a lot of Asian voices. And he's like, "We gotta go."
Yeah, that's sad, but sad but true. You know,
that was the worst decision I ever made. Let's go to Disneyland. We had these free tickets we had to use up before we moved.
Well, heck yeah, you gotta do it. Hottest place for me was here.
I can imagine.
Back, it was 117. It was played golf on the golf course, 117, and then one day we went to the lake. It was 112. Ooh. And you know, there's just no getting out of out from under. You know, so you're inside an oven, literally. I just feel, and I feel like is today the day that it just gets hotter and hotter, and just, you know.
Yeah, that happened on the Twilight Zone. It kept getting hotter and hotter, and was going to kill everybody.
Yeah, well, I survived, but I'm glad. I don't know. I don't know how hot it gets anywhere in the world, but it's got.
I think 130 in Death Valley, I heard, is the hottest ever.
That's probably right.
I'd have to check, but up in that range.
And Death Valley is America. That's right over there in California.
America. You know, that's why we're number one again, because of Death Valley. Are you? How long are you going to be in Arizona? I forgot the actual amount of days.
I don't know because I don't have a return ticket yet.
Wow, this could be big.
Well,
this could be some drama. I like it.
Well, the reason why is because I'm not sure who's watching, but I'll tell you, I was asked to drive with we'll say Jokey and
Oh yeah,
Dylan.
he's driving.
Yeah, so they were driving, and I was kind of like, I'm not sure about that. And driving from here to, I mean, they took 4 days to get here. Literally 4.5 days, 5
So
days
they're
to get here.
driving back, and you've thought about maybe going with them, but you don't want to do a 4-day drive back.
Yeah.
Are flights affordable, or are they crazy?
Well, I got a smoking deal, so
you might be a week. Are you thinking a week and a half, or what's your?
I have a dear friend who or I should say next door neighbor who works for the flight company.
Oh wow.
So
Wow, that's great. So you have an extra neighbor that works for something airline related.
Yeah, something airline related.
When's the ceremony? When's the graduation ceremony? Saturday?
Graduation's Friday, and the party is on Saturday. So
yeah, so you probably want to stay. I think you should stay Sunday too, for sure, because Sunday is a fun, relaxing day, and everybody, and then take the flight Monday or whatever day you want. But that's what I do.
Well, the thing is, for me, is I've got to
kick back with the family.
I've got I've got children at home of my own, and kind of, I'm checking on my son who's sitting home with COVID. So hope you're doing well, Chan, man. And which, by the way, he is. He's got a congestion right now, so the temperature's gone down and stuff, but the congestion is what sticks in his chest, and he hasn't got rid of that yet. And then my daughter, I have people take care of my dog as well, but on the 31st, I'm getting gravel dropped off my house, and they have piles of gravel, and it's not going to be I gotta kind of be there for them to. I'm trying to make a path so I can walk to my backyard,
Yeah, so you can come back early Monday and be plenty of time. What time are they coming for the gravel?
The 31st, anytime.
What's the earliest?
Just anytime on 31st, between 9 a.m. and 5 a.m., I suppose.
Okay. Well, if you need to stay a little longer, I can go meet them.
Yeah, we'll let you know. Stay tuned.
I love gravel, people. I've always been a gravel fan.
I do have a gravelly voice sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, but what you said earlier was good too about singing. Some people have a gravelly voice. They have a rough voice. They have a Bob Dylan voice. But if you find the voice inside, it's kind of like the show The Voice or American Idol. Find the voice inside. Find the emotion of the song, what it means to you. So
100%. Yeah.
I think it was great. You didn't mind me singing too.
No, that's what song Oh, I was telling you that the songs I started singing off the Hank Williams songs.
Oh yeah.
Those are great. The Goodbye Joes, the Kalijah, You Are My Sunshine, which, by the way,
it's a great song.
Yeah, I'm actually singing that. My children, unfortunately, had to hear me sing You Are My Sunshine probably a million times. No, I'd say 100,000 times maybe. And then also You Are My Sunshine, and I would sing them to sleep every night when I was younger. So it was cool. Pick them up and carry them and dance with them or whatever, and put them in their cribs and stuff. And You Are My Sunshine, and I would do Hear That Lonesome Whippoorwill, who sounds too blue to fly. That means he's lost the will to live. I'm so lonesome I could cry. See, that one in particular, that song is so whiny that
it's a powerfully emotional song. If you could do that song on Friday Night Live and actually shed a single tear, then we got variety. So that's variety.
Well, that is so that's my I was singing those two songs, You Are My Sunshine.
Well, you got to do it.
I'm so lonesome I can cry. Well, my voice is
on the next show. You and I have to at least sing for a minute each, man. We got to be able to do that.
I could cry. And then I was singing that one. I'd say, Where the Buffalo Roam. Where well, how's that song go? Where's the buffalo and the deer and the antelope play? I sing that song a little bit to my kids too. But those two are the main songs that I would sing to them. Hear My Sunshine and I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry. And oh, and then I sing Frank Sinatra too, which is always my just what song was it? Boy, I'm trying to think here. I'm not sure. It might be
I have a song I would like to sing, but it's way out of my
range.
League or pay rate, or, pay grade. But it's America, and it's like, will you meet me in the middle? Will you meet me in the air? It's Sister Golden Hair. It's a cool. I tried to make it Sunday, and I got so damn depressed that I set my sights on Monday, and I can't remember the next part. But you don't know it. Will you
No, I don't
meet me
recall
in the
that.
middle? Keep on thinking about you, Sister Golden Hair. Surprise. Yeah, Will You Love Me Just a Little? It's by the band America. It was a big hit in the
America. I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, I'll try to make it recognizable before I ever sing it in front of anybody.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That's always the goal.
Is it has to be recognize it? Yeah.
Yeah, there's some classics like you said, Neil Diamond, the Sweet Caroline. There's Cracklin' Rosie's a good one.
Oh, another one that used to be very common. You could sing it and everybody would sing with you, no matter what it was. Garth Brooks. I have a
Friends in Low Places.
Friends in Low Places. Yeah, you don't really have to have that song in tune either, and that's a fun one.
Attitude, man.
Yeah, it's an attitude. Because he literally, you start singing that. I got friends in low places. See, he couldn't sing that well back in the day, and he had really worked on that and made it. He became spectacular for about 10 years there.
Well, I think you could do the song Desperado with a lot of feeling and emotion and pain and hurt. The loneliness of a desperado.
I've been out riding fences for so long now. Yeah. So the weird thing is the fences here, these fences are all like cement blocks. Wow. All through, it's like a prison. All through Arizona's. And the reason why they're filled, I'll tell you what. I did not. When my friend Pete first moved here years ago, they weren't filled in between. This, and by the way, I'm not at Pete's house here. I'm actually at the lovely Mrs. Darby's house, family friend. But yeah, I'm over. I have multiple friends here now, so it's awesome.
Well, you put the address up there so people can stop by.
Right here, folks, right there in the button. Anyways, no, but in these fences, they used to not fill them in, and then I said, well, why aren't you why are you filling these in, Pete? And he goes, scorpions. And I was like, you don't have. This is when I first started here years ago. And I'm like, you don't really have scorpions here, do you? And he's like, dude, we have lots of scorpions here. And then within that first trip, I think I saw scorpions in his found one in the house by the back door there. And then I was like, it had to be had to be like a snake, very rare, but you see them, So then he goes, dude, we can find them right now. And I was like, huh? And so we took a black light that night and went over his backyard and the bushes and stuff. It's scary. Don't do it.
Wow.
It's scary. Yeah.
It'd be like we had something like that with spiders around here. It'd be the same effect. Yeah, you'd be amazed.
Right, but I'll tell you what, now spiders do not glow in the dark iridescently.
No, I know. If they did, though, imagine that around here.
Oh yeah,
freaked out.
But yeah, if you're seeing a black light on a scorpion, that's how a scorpion.
I like that. We got to do that. Bring a scorpion home with us. We'll do it on the show. Can you bring a scorpion home in a cage legally?
Yes.
Do it.
Maybe if I can find a live one.
Check out the legalities.
I was going to bring one home anyways for my neighbors, kids. They have like 10 kids.
They'll let you. See if they.
Well, I was going to bring home a one in a glass jar type of thing, but I don't think because it's dead. A dead one. They get them like petrified or in these glass jars type of things. I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Those are pretty cool. Those little glass balls. I was going to buy one of those to kids.
Amber or something.
Yeah, something like that. And I was going to do that, but I don't know if because it's dead if the iridescent glows on there. I doubt it.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
You got to find that out.
Yeah,
Ask
I bet
the
you.
guy. You could even ask the guy where you're going to buy it. All right. Well, we're over an hour. I don't know if you want to shut this down.
Yeah, let's shut it down, folks. Thanks for stopping by here. I'm gonna do a pound out here. Row.
Let's see if
jam,
Arizona's a
bow,
winner for you.
row.
Boom, boom. Okay,
There we
let's
go.
do it again.
Ready?
Oh,
Paper.
you got me. I stayed
Oh.
with the rock and it got me. Well, we
I think
will
we're
see
10
you tomorrow.
10
Same
2.
bat time.
Okay, take care. Same bat time, same bat station.